You want me in?
Okay, Shane, we will start here in a minute and 15 seconds. Want to make sure Mr. Worley can hear me.
Good.
All right, yeah, and I can hear you just fine.
Good,
So we will start here in 1 minute. For those of you tuning in early tonight, syncing up on our radio broadcast. And again, as we said, we will start here in 1 minute. Okay, Shane, 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Presented by XRB Radio, 1610 a.m. and the Hendricks County Flyer, powered by AudioSportsOnline.com. Brownsburg Varsity Basketball is on the air. Hello again, everybody. I'm Rob Kendall, along with Chris Worley, coming to you live tonight from Brownsburg High School, where the Bulldogs, with a record of 4-8, will play host to the Noblesville Millers. Before we begin tonight's broadcast, I want to take a moment to thank our sponsors, tell you a little bit about them, and then we'll get you ready for exciting high school basketball action. Want to thank our billboard sponsor, Hoosier Pizza. Stop by Hoosier Pizza in the Marathon Gas Station Shopping Center at the corner of 136 and Northfield Drive for some great dining action all this month. You can get a free sub with a 16-inch pizza purchase. Hoosier Pizza is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 9 and 1 to 8 on Sundays. 858-7568. That's Hoosier Pizza. Hey, what is a good neighbor? It's someone nearby who helps make your life a little easier. It's State Farm agent Pete Fay. He takes the time to understand your insurance and financial needs. So whether you're preparing for your child's college education, planning for your retirement, get the kind of help you'd expect from a good neighbor. Visit State Farm agent Pete Fay at 431 East Northfield Suite 100 in Brownsburg. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Also want to thank our friends at the Hendricks County Flyer, our title sponsor, flyergroup.com. You can also watch the game over there tonight, in addition to AudioSportsOnline.com. So if you are listening on XRB Radio, get near a computer, want to pull that up, you can do that all evening long. Thanks to Harold, Dave, all our friends at the Hendricks County Flyer, flyergroup.com. I was just in the Flyer, Chris, the other day.
Yes, I saw that, Rob.
I made it. So we love the Flyer.
Certainly do.
Anyway, our friends at Westside Plumbing, when plumbing problems arise, do you want a plumbing company with an impressive truck or fancy jingles? Of course not. You want your problem solved quickly and at an affordable price. At Westside Plumbing, we understand you want a plumber who's honest, respectful, and knows how to fix the problem. Westside Plumbing provides fast, professional plumbing service 7 days a week. When you invite Westside Plumbing into your home, you can know they will be knowledgeable, timely, and will give your home the respect it deserves. Honesty, integrity, and respect. That's what you get when you call Westside Plumbing, 445-8399. That's 445-8399. Westside Plumbing, serving Brownsburg and all of Hendricks County at 445-8399. And at this time, we do welcome Mr. Worley into the program. Chris, how's it going?
Very well, Rob. Thank you. We got a big game tonight. It is January, cold outside. We got some snow. We're in a great gym, and it's Indiana High School basketball.
Well, and both teams have now exited the floor for those of you that are tuning into the video podcast. And, Chris, you've got our starting lineups for tonight's game. You want to take a moment to give us a run-through on those?
Yes, I will. For the visiting Noblesville Millers, starting is number 3, Jordan Goodman, 5'11 senior. Also starting number 5, David Corey, a sophomore, 5'9. Darius Duncan will start. Number 23 is a 6'4 senior. Number 30, Sam Philpott, 6'7", a senior, will start, and along with Jack Tritipo, number 40 is 6'7" in height, and he is a junior for the Brownsburg Varsity Bulldogs. Gerald Harney starts at guard, number 4, 5'9", senior. Tyler Houston, another guard, number 11, 5'11", a junior. Trevor Lucas will start, and he's a power forward slasher, number 30, 6'1", He is a junior. Kenneth Walton, big man down low, number 34, 6'2", a sophomore, along with the center, 6'7", number 42, junior Kyle Thompson.
And thank you, Chris, for that. We also want to remind you that you can hear the docile tones of Chris Worley, now a regular contributor to XRB Radio, covering various boards and commission meetings for the town of Brownsburg.
Thank you, Rob. And that includes the RDC.
Right, we love the RDC. Okay, Bulldogs coming back onto the floor now. For those of you that are tuned in on the video webcast, you can see we've got about 3 minutes left up on the clock. And as we wait the Millers and the remainder of our pregame warm-ups, and now here comes the man with the flag running around the stadium, actually around us up in the press box. He's very energetic, Chris.
Very. That's a good display and a good flag. Rousing the crowd here.
Looks like it's a neon night as well in the student section.
I hope we have some big heads tonight, Rob.
We do, and that's our favorite part of the broadcast is figure out who's in the crowd of big heads. Hey, Nelson Jewelers, they're another one of our fine sponsors. The winter of 2013 could mean a new beginning for your outdated jewelry. Diamonds are forever, but styles change and mountings wear away. But the professionals at Nelson Jewelers in Brownsburg help you update your precious heirloom jewelry. With a fresh and unique design, you can feel confident that your gems, receive the utmost care in their in-house repair shop. Visit Nelson Jewelers, where you'll find quality jewelry and excellent service. Nelson Jewelers is 1958, a little out of the way, very much out of the ordinary. And we'll take our friends at Ivy Tech. A new Ivy Tech Community College campus will be located just off I-74 in Crawfordsville, and will be open for the spring 2013 semester, which is now, so it is open. New campus will feature science labs and computer classrooms. You can earn an associate's degree in business administration and continue your studies online and earn a bachelor's degree through an arrangement with the Western Governors University. Be among the first students on a brand new Ivy Tech campus. Call 888-IVY-LINE or go to ivytech.edu for more information. Ivy Tech is changing lives. And last, but certainly not least, IU Health. Would you recognize the warning signs of a heart attack when it mattered most? Don't ignore the signs. Listen to your heart. 88% of cardiac arrests occur at home, which means your ability to recognize the signs and symptoms are most likely to save someone you love. Know what to do at Indiana University Health West Hospital. Our highly skilled experts can help. Throughout the month of February, our teams are teaching basic hands-only CPR techniques recommended by the American Heart Association and helping you keep tabs on your own heart health with free blood pressure screenings. Visit us online to learn more at iuhealth.org/west/heart. That's iuhealth.org/west/heart. All right, those are the folks that make it roll for us tonight. I want to thank all of them, and we'll be thanking them throughout the evening. I want to thank Shane back in the XRB radio studios, pressing all the buttons tonight for those of you that are tuned in online at xrbradio.com. Both teams on the floor. Bulldogs will be the home team in white, purple letters and numbers. The Millers of Noblesville, the visitors in black, gold letters and numbers. And Chris, last week, big win for the Bulldogs. A chance to make it 2 in a row as we kick off the 2013 campaign.
Yes, last week was a much-needed win, and it's going to be definitely a challenge tonight, Rob. These Noblesville Millers are 4-1 in the conference, 9-3 overall, and they have won 4 straight games. Brownsburg 2-3 in the conference, 4-8 overall, and as you said, they did win their last game. So I think Coach Norhead's emphasis on defense is going to help the Brownsburg Bulldogs be competitive in this game. Need to get off to a good start. You don't want to get behind a good club like this early. So
we were noticing before the game the height differential. Noblesville has 3 guys that check in at 6'7", as well as one that checks in at 6'5" and one 6'4". The Bulldogs, really 2 guys that check in at 6'7", Kyle Thompson and Dalton Vachon, who we haven't seen play. I haven't seen him play at all this year, though he is on the varsity roster. Sam Comer, the other big guy, at 6'5". So a height advantage for the Millers really coming into this ball game tonight. But the game is not won by height alone. It's played on the floor. We've got 30 seconds left up on the clock, and man, Chris, it should be a very exciting ball game this evening.
I hope so. Good crowd filing in here, so let's get this thing going. Rob, thanks again to all our sponsors, and let's enjoy some good high school basketball hoops here on a Friday night.
All right, both teams headed over to their respective sidelines, I should say. That means we will have a brief announcement from the PA department, and then our national anthem, starting lineups, and then basketball. So we'll turn it over to the PA just announcer here momentarily.
Athletic director Mike Hatch, and from the Oilers, head coach Dave McCarthy.
All right, there you go. The playing of our national anthem. We'll now have our starting lineups for tonight's ball game. Millers will be introduced first. I want to say hi to Cameron Gibson, who is viewing the ball game tonight. We love Cameron and one of our biggest fans. So hi to Cameron. Marcus Spreadwell will be joining us for the second quarter tonight. So we'll look forward to talking with Marcus in a little bit. And now the Millers line up for their starting lineup for tonight's ball game. Yes, Chris. Oh, nothing. Okay.
No, one thing to note, one person in the crowd, we see him often here at games, former Brownsburg Police Chief, now Hendricks County Sheriff, the ever-popular Sheriff Dave Galloway in attendance here tonight, sitting down low.
He's a rock star, and he's sitting next to Coach Cal Hensley, who used to be the batting coach at the high school when I was there.
There you go.
And Coach Cal, most famous, you may remember Hoosier Millionaire.
Yes.
Cal was the chief of security for Mark Patrick's Hoosier Millionaire. He used to
Certainly.
come out and tell us where the lucky numbers were.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So a couple of fearsome dudes there in the audience.
You know, I was reminded by our good friend Troy Weimer the other day that Brownsburg High School baseball just around the corner.
Yes.
Broadcast through many of these same facilities.
Yes, and going to go meet with Coach Mattingly next week, kind of get moving in that direction, and hopefully have some big announcements for you regarding the Bulldog baseball coming up here in the next couple weeks. Don't forget, we also got the Ronald Norad show we tape it on Tuesdays and airs Wednesday nights here on XRB Radio, 1610 a.m. from Hoosier Pizza in Brownsburg. You can, of course, order a pizza there, but you can also come out and enjoy the show. So, show is taped on Tuesdays. It airs on Wednesdays, and I dare say we may get really bold and try to do this thing live on Tuesday night next week. The internet appears to be proper. All right, both teams have been introduced. The Bulldogs will move from right to left to begin the contest, and it will be big number 40, Jack Tritipo, to tip it up against Walton. He has a sizable height advantage, does the Noblesville center.
Jack Trippo, every bit of 6'7". Want to get off to a good start here. Like I said, Rob, don't want to fall behind early.
Tip is up. It's underway. It's controlled by the Millers. And number 5, Corey, has it. Top of the key to Goodman. Left side. Round the horn it comes. All the way now back right side over to Goodman. Goodman will face up. Bulldogs, man-to-man defense thus far. Really giving Noblesville the perimeter right now as Noblesville continues to weave the basketball. That's Philpott. Philpott with it, gets it left side. Shot up off the back of the glass and no good. And the Bulldogs come out of there with the basketball. Here comes Houston. Left side in the corner to Lucas. Lucas dribbles top of the key to Harney.
Noblesville playing a man-to-man defense.
And Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley coming to you live tonight from Brownsburg High School, where the Bulldogs and the Millers are knotted at 0. We are just underway for tonight's contest. Lucas with it in the corner. Dribbles out left side, top of the key to Walton. Walton with it, flips it off over to Harney, top of the key. Slow moving action thus far, perhaps by design. Walton with it, takes it to the foul line. A little right-handed layup, up, no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by the Millers. Here comes Noblesville back the other way. Still no score early on in the first half of action.
Brownsburg in a man-to-man defense also here to start, Rob.
3 ball from the top of the key is good from Goodman. And that'll make it 3-0 in favor of Noblesville. And we got a bevy of action for you tonight. If you are interested, obviously you want to keep your eye here, but if you want to flip around on your computer screen tonight, we got Avon hosting Zionsville, our good friend Aaron Steffi over there doing that. We have got Plainfield against Decatur Central, Brian Scott on that one. So host of Central Indiana basketball action for you. And now ball out of bounds, turnover by the Bulldogs with 6:05 to play. It'll belong to the Millers, 3-0 the score.
Coach Ron Norad, his usual active self on the sideline, directing the defense right now, Rob.
Yeah, and talked to Coach before the game. He was sitting down there with Gordon Hayward Sr. and had a nice 10-minute conversation with Gordon, the father of the famous Gordon Hayward. And we talked about the Christmas lights at Town Hall. You'd think we'd be talking about basketball, but we really focused in on those Christmas lights that encompass Town Hall.
Well, they were terrific this year.
Ball in the center of the floor, knocked away, ends up back over there in the hands of Corey. Gets to Goodman. Darius Duncan with the ball, flips it right side, now comes back top of the key.
Well, at this pace, Rob, we may have a game in the 30s or 40s here. Both teams very deliberate on offense, willing to be patient and work the ball around.
Yeah, slow-moving game thus far. There's a three ball. It's up and good. And that was a three ball from Goodman. So Noblesville 2 for 2 from the three-point arc. Now full court pressure by the Millers. Houston with it in the backcourt. Gets it ahead to Lucas. Lucas to Thompson. Thompson under the basket. Powers up. Shot blocked. And 6-7 against 6-7. And the guys in black won the battle that time. Now back the other way. Here come the Millers. Bulldogs really need to step it up as they're down by 6. Inside to the big guy, and a foul is called. I think they're going to say before the shot. They will. It's on the floor. First foul of the basketball game. Again, Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley coming to you live tonight from Brownsburg High School, where the Bulldogs, with a record of 4-8, trail the Millers 6-0, 4:34 left play in the first quarter.
When Noblesville dumped that ball down low there on that possession to Tritipo, he was immediately double-teamed by 2 Brownsburg defenders, and that helped knock that ball out of bounds. Noblesville possession.
Inside, loose ball, tied up. And a jump ball is going to be called. Thompson able to tie it up with the Noblesville big. And with 4:18 to play. 6-0. Bulldogs with the ball, down by 6. Ball ahead to Walton. Walton in the lane. Jumper from the foul line. Short, partially blocked. And a save by the Millers, as they had to really save that ball that time, Chris, with it going to be a Brownsburg possession. 3 ball. Ooh, nice shot. Goodman. He's got 2 threes thus far. Ronald Norhead going to spend a quick 30-second timeout. Only 3 baskets for Noblesville, but unfortunately for Brownsburg, all 3 have been threes. 3:57 to play, first quarter. Ronald Norhead animated on the sidelines. And real quick, want to take a moment to thank our friends at Hoosier Pizza. Jeff and the staff over there, host of the Ronald Norhead Show. All month long, Chris, headed to Hoosier Pizza. You buy that 16-inch pizza, they give you a free sub. I got the big pepperoni pizza with the pulled pork sub. And that was outstanding.
I'll bet. And after that last Ron Norhead show, Tuesday night there, I had the meatball sub to go. And I'm going to tell you something. That was great. Golden bread, spicy meat sauce, handmade meatballs. It was fantastic.
Well, and you can't beat it because, as a government official, I always pay attention to the price with tax.
Certainly.
And it's only $12.54 with tax to get a 16-inch pizza and a meat and a large sub of your choice. As Harney lays it up and in for 2, that's like 3 meals for $12.54 for a single guy like myself. That's
great
outstanding.
Value. Great value. A great drive there by Harney down the lane. Brownsburg needed that bucket. And
a charging foul in Noblesville back the other way. Yeah, Hoosier Pizza, if you don't know where they're at, they're located right there at the corner of Northfield Drive and 136. They are in the Marathon Gas Station shopping center there. So head on over. And, of course, as our friend Marcus pointed out, $5 lunch specials all week long. Bulldogs break the pressure. Lucas with it, powers to the hole, missed the layup, and that was when he really should have converted. Miller's back the other way. Bulldogs down by 7. Hard to the hole. Thompson commits the foul as Sam Philpott went up with the shot. A lot of seniors and juniors on the Noblesville roster. And really that's height and senior leadership coming in handy early on. Philpott will have 2 free throws. Also, while we're paused here, we'll thank our friends at the Hendricks County Flyer, our corporate video sponsor. Couldn't do any of this without them. So thanks to Harold and Dave and all our friends at the Hendricks County Flyer and their corporate sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. Philpott missed the first, missed the second. Lucas Skies for the rebound.
9-2, 3:06 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Bulldogs hanging around. Harney to Lucas. Lucas up top to Walton. And Walton traveled with the basketball. Another unforced turnover by Brownsburg. And that's going to give the ball back to the Millers with 2:56 left to play in the first quarter. Again, Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley coming to you live tonight from Brownsburg High School. Marcus Spreadwell will join us for color commentary in the second quarter. And then Chris will be back with us for quarters 3 and 4.
Number 10, Jake Mills, just checked in for Noblesville. He's a sophomore guard.
All right, so Mills in the ball game. Tipped up, there's a steal. Harney's got it. Running the floor, takes it all the way. Oh, nice block, though, by the big guy for Noblesville. As three ball back the other way. And lights out from David Corey and Jordan Goodman now, both hitting 2 threes, and it's 12-2 as the Bulldogs trail it by 10.
Still pressure here by Noblesville, making it hard for Brownsburg to get the ball over midcourt, and a traveling violation against the guard, Gerald Haney.
12-2 the score. As you said, Chris, good eyes. Turnover there. And going to have a substitution in the ballgame. 32, Cole Brenninger, 6'3", a senior.
Ian Good going to check in for the Brownsburg Bulldogs. Kyle Thompson will have a seat. Noblesville inbounding, 2:15 left, first quarter, 12-2. Noblesville leads.
Oh, now a steal. Goods got it, flips it ahead to Walton. Foot race to the basket. Walton fouled from behind. That could be an intentional. No, they're not going to call that. I know Marcus, who is a highly decorated IHSA referee, would have called that an intentional foul. But the official, unfortunately, did not, just calling it a straight-up foul. And one of the things, Chris, obviously Brownsburg is going to have to do with that size disadvantage is run the floor better throughout the course of the ball game.
And it looks like they have been attempting to run and get out in front. We've seen Harney with a couple nice drives to the basket. He's only made one field goal, but you're right. That's one way to negate that advantage. Get out in front and run, and Walton converts the second free throw.
Yeah, as you said, Chris, it's now 12-3 our score. 2 minutes left to play, first quarter of action. Coming to you live here from Brownsburg High School. Nearly a steal by Good. That would have been his second of the game. A three ball up, no good. And now back the other way. Here come the Bulldogs. Brownsburg down by 9. Ball to Harney, center of the floor. Dribbles back up top. Over to Lucas. Lucas to Houston. Jumper, good. Front of the rim, up and in. And a roll for the Bulldogs makes it 12-5. Minute and 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Good open jump shot there by the senior Ian Good.
Bulldogs still in a man-to-man, now a trap. Ball comes high. Now it looks like they've almost shifted into a 2-3 zone here, Chris. Yeah, they have. And nearly a steal. Brownsburg playing some high-pressure defense. Pass down inside. And knocked out of bounds by Lucas. Got to love that Bulldog effort, Chris, even though down 7 points, really hustling and trying to get in there.
Yes, after that first time out, when we saw Ron quite upset, Coach Norad, he very stringently urged the defense that pick up the intensity here, and they have done that. 3 subs check in for the Millers as they will change their lineup somewhat. Tyler Scott, 6'5", in there at the center position now.
We refer to that in the business as passionately asking the team to play better. Oh, what a three ball there from Mills. That was an NBA range three. And, you know, I was just looking on the roster here, Chris. Corey and Mills are both only sophomores.
Yes.
So now Walton a three, in and out. And the rebound pulled down by the Millers. They can play for the final shot. of the quarter.
Noblesville, all their points so far coming via the 3-point shot. They've hit 5 of them for 15 points. Seven seconds left.
Oh, nice steal by Harney. Now a foot race to the basket. Walton's got it, and he will lay it up and in right at the buzzer. What a good break for the Bulldogs. Great hustle by Harney and Walton. So 1 quarter in the books. It is 15-7 in favor of the Bulldogs. So Chris and Marcus are going to change spots here. Chris will be back with us for quarters 3 and 4. And while we await the arrival of highly decorated official Marcus Fredwell, we'll remind you about our friends at State Farm. You're finally on your own, living in your own place, paying your bills, and making your own decisions. When your decisions involve insurance and financial needs, it's nice to have a little help. Visit State Farm agent Pete Fay. He knows that being on your own shouldn't feel like being alone. Visit State Farm agent Pete Fay at 431 East Northfield, Suite 100 in Brownsburg. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And at this time, we do welcome in Marcus Fredwell, who will be with us for quarter number 2. Marcus, how's it going? Yeah, that's as high as it's going to go. You're going to have to listen closer.
I guess we'll have to wait till the band stops playing.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
glad to be with you here.
Well, we're glad you're here.
Always a pleasure to be on AudioSportsOnline.com.
Well, and you're also being heard on the XRB radio airwaves as well, to which you are no stranger.
A lot of three-point shooting here by the Millers early and often. 5 makes, 5 threes.
Yeah, that better? Here a little better? There we go. Okay. For those of you, and there's a hoop and a harm right out of the gate here. That was Jordan Saul, 11, a junior. I was identifying him by the number as his grade as though he was an 11. He's actually number 12, and he was able to put that up and in. Shot is up. It's no good on the free throw, and the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulldogs. Yeah, as you mentioned, Marcus, really some sharp shooting from the Millers from beyond the three-point arc is the difference in the ball game so far.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are in the zone, and I guess the Millers are just trying to pull them out of it. And I don't think Norred's gonna budge one bit right now, as it looks like they'll probably stay in it on the other end of the floor.
Ball to Houston. Noblesville in a tight man-to-man. Bulldogs with the ball. They're down by 10, 17-7. Pope, shot up, no. And a rebound pulled out of there by the Millers. And Rob Kendall along with Marcus Fredwell and Chris Worley coming to you tonight from Brownsburg High School, where the Bulldogs trail at 17-7. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the first half. Pope just stole the ball away from the Miller big man, Philpott. And that's what Pope does. As we mentioned in the last game, Marcus really in there getting rebounds, stealing the ball. Walton shot up, nearly went in, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, Rob, you're right. Martell Pope's just that kind of guy you want on the floor. He's going to get in there, go for loose balls, and he's not going to quit playing until the final buzzer sounds, and he did a nice job there getting the ball back for the Bulldogs.
Well, Chris and I always try to, as Walton will have 2 free throws, try to point out the fatheads in the audience.
We got George H.W. over there.
The old man Bush, or George W. Bush.
Right.
The first Bush.
Many pardons.
Yeah, the first Bush. Yeah. Because the second Bush was George W. Bush. And I also saw Tebow. I'm sure Worley's going to be keeping a close eye on that as he gets prepared for the third quarter.
Well, you got to have Tebow. That's just one of those things.
17-8 as Walton got 1 of 2. 3 ball, no good. Rebound up, pulled down by the Millers, and that was big number 45, Tyler Scott, 6'5". He's got to be bigger than 6'5".
Well, and not only does he look bigger than 6'5", but he's probably pushing 265 pounds. Looks like he might play defensive end or something like that for the Millers on the football squad.
And he shoots like it, as that first free throw a little hard.
It's one of those things with the bigger guys who just don't know how to get that finesse.
Well, second one no good. Pope grabs the rebound. And the Bulldogs will try to cut into the Miller advantage here, down by 8. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to play in the first half of action. I want to thank everybody for joining in tonight, whether you're tuned in on Audio Sports Online, watching the podcast, listening on XRB Radio, or watching on theflyergroup.com. We are pleased that you are with us. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. First half, steal by Walton, knocked out of bounds. We'll say last touch by Brownsburg. And one of the things Chris and I talked about the first quarter, Marcus, is the Bulldogs continue to play very, very hard.
And that's one of those things you're going to see under Coach Ron Norred is that the Bulldogs will be tougher. They'll play harder. They're going to be a lot more known for their defense than they are their flashy passes or three-point shooting or anything like that. Bulldogs are, as long as Ron Norred's in charge, they're going to be known for being a very scrappy team.
Back the other way. Pope to the hole. Missed the layup. Went all the way to the hole, missed the layup, and then commits the foul. He had it everything but putting the ball in the hole.
Everything but that. And you know, he did a good job getting the ball down the floor, and he grabbed the rebound and come all the way and just couldn't knock down that layup. But I have a feeling that's not going to be the last we're going to see of Martell tonight.
Hey, we also want to thank our friends at IndianaTalks.com. Simulcasting our broadcast tonight, our friends Gary Snyder and all the folks up there at IndianaTalks.com. They're going to start airing select Bulldog basketball games, as well as select Avon and Southeastern and Zionsville, Plainfield games throughout the course of the year, and I think that may roll into football season next year. Gary, of course, a well-known talk show host in the northern part of the state, and he's got a cool website called IndianaTalks.com. So I want to thank everyone that's also tuning us in tonight on IndianaTalks.com. Right side with the ball, flips it across court. Miller's with the ball, down by 9, and up by 9, I should say. And there's a long two from Philpott, high arching shot that found the bottom of the cup.
When you mentioned that Tyler Scott may be taller than 6'5", well, Philpott's lifted at 6'7", and I would say Scott's a little bit bigger than Philpott is.
Jump ball called, and I believe the possession arrow is going to favor Brownsburg. It will. So just think, Marcus, you can be seen or heard on 4 different entities here tonight. How about that?
Not only I can, but I am.
Well, that's true. And who would not want to see or hear Marcus Fredwell on 4 different entities?
Well, a newly crowned that was Goodman coming down the floor and getting the steal, knocking down the layup, getting fouled by Houston.
Yeah, as you said, bad break there for the Bulldogs. They're surrendering the hoop and the harm, so chance for a 3-point play. As the lead now 21-8 in favor of the Millers. 4:52 left to play in the first half. Go ahead, Marcus.
Newly crowned Hendricks County champion yesterday. The 7th grade basketball team at Brownsburg West got the 7th grade county championship and also won the Northwest Suburban Conference Championship last Saturday. For those of you who joined us last week, I know you were all itching to find out whether we won or not, and we did.
That's great.
So, 6 in a row to end the season and win 2 trophies. You can't beat that.
That's great. Your contract will likely be renewed with a hefty pay raise.
That's right. I asked for double, so we'll see what I can get.
And now we got a whistle and a foul on the Millers underneath the basket. Of course, you could pull the Brian Kelly thing and just fake interview for another job just to get a pay increase.
Who says I didn't already do that?
Well, you may have. Jumper from Lucas, up, no good. Rebound pulled down. And here come the Bulldogs back the other way. As we're near halftime, reminder we take a little bit of a break. Chris will join us again for the third quarter. And take a little break, regroup ourselves, thank some of the sponsors, and then let you watch. I'm sure there's usually some sort of halftime show. Goodman, 3, no good. Thompson rebound, like a what do they call that? Pinball in there. Walton jumper no good. Tipped up again. Loose ball pulled out of there by the Millers. And Brownsburg really, Marcus, struggling to get good looks at the basket. 3 ball from Philpott, no. Rebound Walton. And he will take his time walking it up the floor.
Well, and the Bulldogs, and even the good shots they've gotten, they haven't knocked them down. It's just one of those nights where there's a lid on the basket of some kind, and they're still playing good defense, though, staying in it.
Walton makes the shot, but a traveling is called, unfortunately, on the Brownsburg sophomore. That would have been a connection of the three-point play. However, as a result, turnover. Welcome those of you that are just tuning in tonight, wherever you are tuned in from, whether it's Audio Sports Online, XRB Radio, Flyer Group, or Indiana Talks. Bulldogs trail it at home against the Millers, 22-8. Rob Kendall, along with Marcus Spreadwell and Chris Worley. Shot is up off the glass by Philpott. No good. Pope and Philpott fight for the ball. Put it up and up and in again. Just a little too tall that time. And Ronald Norred going to spend a timeout. Probably with not a lot of nice things to say during the timeout, but we'll have some nice things to say about our friends from Westside Plumbing. When plumbing problems arise, do you want a plumbing company with an impressive truck or fancy jingles? Of course not. You want your problem solved quickly and at an affordable price. At Westside Plumbing, we understand you want a plumber who's honest, respectful, and knows how to fix the problem. Westside Plumbing provides fast, professional plumbing service 7 days a week. When you invite Westside Plumbing into your home, be assured they'll be knowledgeable, timely, and will give your home the respect it deserves. Honesty, integrity, and respect. That's what you get when you call Westside Plumbing at 445-8399. That's 445-8399. Westside Plumbing, serving Brownsburg and all of Hendricks County.
Well, if I ever have a plumbing problem, I know that I would like to have it fixed quickly and affordably. So.
Well, and I know you've been careless with your plumbing for years.
Well, that goes without saying.
Hey, the winter of 2013 could mean a new beginning for your outdated jewelry. Diamonds are forever, but styles change, and mountings wear away. Let the professionals at Nelson Jewelers in Brownsburg help you update your precious heirloom jewelry with a fresh and unique design. You can feel confident that your gems will receive the utmost care at their in-house repair shop. Visit Nelson Jewelers, where you'll find quality jewelry and excellent service. Nelson Jewelers since 1958. A little out of the way, very much out of the ordinary. Were you able to watch Coach's body language there during the timeout, Marcus?
Well, one of the things that I saw was that he wasn't really yelling. He's just kind of talking to him in a calm voice and getting his point across without yelling, which is a strategy that some coaches like to use, and we'll see if it works here for the Bulldogs.
Pope a three, no good. That may be the first three we've seen him shoot all year. Back the other way, here come the Bulldogs, or the Millers, I should say, against the Bulldogs. Ball comes to the left side. Pope on defense now. Into Philpott, turnaround jumper, up and in for two.
Well, that Philpott's always looking to score, and he does it again that time. He's got 6 points here of his team's 26.
Pope with the ball high in the wing, right side to Lucas. Lucas dribbles. 26-8 now the score. 9-0 run for the visitors. Pope tracks it down, high on the wing, in the corner to Harney. Harney to the hole. Nice acrobatic left-handed layup up and in for two.
Well, I know Coach Norrad's been wanting to get more looks to Harney, whether it be inside or at the three-point line, but Jared Harney's going to be a huge player down the stretch in this season.
Philpott is fouled. One of the issues is Pope, more of a defensive-type player, as we've talked about. When you got him on the floor really offensively, you're at a disadvantage, although helped immensely on defense. So we'll see how the Bulldogs can respond to that. Obviously, it's been a tough go of it offensively thus far. As Chris had said early on, it could be one of those nights where we saw 30s and 40s scoring from both teams. Right now, it looks like the Bulldogs may be headed that way, although Noblesville probably going to eclipse the 30-40 mark. Second shot is up. It is good. And it's now 27-10 with 1:30 to play in the first half.
When we saw last time out for the Bulldogs, KJ Walton had a huge night. He's really not having that great of a scoring night tonight. Can't really find the bucket.
Yeah, I know he hit a free throw. I think he had another bucket as well, so only 3 or 4 points. Of course, when you've only scored 10, that's 30-40% of your team's scoring.
That's right. And definitely not what the Bulldogs were looking for when they jumped the tip tonight.
Yeah. 27-10 our score. Rob Kendall along with Marcus Fredwell. Chris Worley will join us for the third quarter. A minute 10 to play. In the first quarter, Walton to the hole. And there you go, Marcus. There you go. Walton for 2.
Right on cue. KJ going in now. He's got 6.
Ball moves around the horn, comes center of the floor, and now a holding foul called on somebody.
I believe that was Walton on the foul.
You are correct. It is Walton, his first. That's the 8th on the team, so that'll put Phil Pott at the foul line with 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter, first half.
Yeah, with a 1-on-1 bonus, I'd say Phil Pott's not a bad guy to have at the line, as he's missed a couple of free throws already tonight.
Shot is up and good. I think old 45 would be the preferred guy to head to the foul line.
Well, when you got Shaq in the game, you got to put him on the foul line, right?
Second shot is up and good. Well, now that you're a county, is it a county champion? Is that what you
County
are?
champion.
Yeah, now as a county champion coach, you can make those observations.
Well, that's right.
Cross court to Lucas. Lucas, the 3 ball. It's up. It's no good. Good form. Grabs his own rebound. Goes up. And a charging foul called on Lucas. So one of those nights when it rains, it pours here in the first half. 29-12 the score. 36.6 seconds left to play. Bulldogs down by 17. It's one of those where you want to just tell the official, hey, we're down 17.
Give me a break. I use that phrase quite often on the sidelines. Give me a break. Give us a break.
You know, and I'm sure Coach Norad is watching you coach carefully, and it has you in line for a high-level position next year.
Well, this wasn't supposed to get out yet, but I'm his successor.
Well, it's always important, a la Gene Cady, to have that line of succession. Shot is up. Rebound knocked out of bounds. And the ball belonged to the Millers. Coach Norad doing a fine job there, getting the guys in a good position. Inbound comes to Phil Pott now. Nearly a steal and a traveling.
That travel right there caused by Martell Pope. Scrappy defense getting in there and trying to get a steal. Force Phil Pott to move his feet.
4 seconds left to play in the first half, so this will be the final play. Walton runs the floor, gets it to Thompson. A 3 ball's up, and no good. Got a good look at it, couldn't get it to go. So a tough first half ends for the Bulldogs, 29-12. Marcus, thanks for coming by.
It was a pleasure.
Chris Worley will be back for the third quarter, thanks to Marcus. And before we bid you adieu for halftime, we remind you, if you're looking for an option that makes college affordable, Ivy Tech Community College will open, or has opened, I should say, a new campus located just off I-74 in Crawfordsville right now. You can earn an associate's degree in business administration entirely on the new campus. If you're planning to pursue a bachelor's degree, Ivy Tech can help. Our credits transfer to 4-year schools, so you can save a lot and graduate with much less debt. Now's the time. Ivy Tech's the place. Visit us at ivytech.edu or call 888-IVY-LINE to enroll today. Hey, would you recognize the warning signs of a heart attack when it mattered most? Don't ignore the signs. Listen to your heart. 88% of cardiac arrests occur at home, which means your ability to recognize the signs and symptoms are most likely to save someone you love. Know what to do at Indiana University Health West Hospital. Our highly skilled experts can help. Throughout the month of February, our teams are teaching basic hands-only CPR techniques recommended by the American Heart Association and helping you keep tabs on your own heart health with free blood pressure screenings. Visit us online to learn more at iuhealth.org/west/heart. That's iuhealth.org/west/heart to learn more. All right, we'll take a break. About 6 minutes, we'll be back. Chris and I will have the second half for you. Bulldogs trail at 29-12 right here on AudioSportsOnline.com as well as XRB Radio, 1610 AM. All right, Rob. That's been great in the second half. Yeah, they gotta try something new. Yeah. I'll be back. All right, Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley back here tonight from Brownsburg High School. Welcome those of you that are tuning us in. The buzzer has sounded, and that means we got 3 minutes left up on the clock until we begin the second half. I'll do my duty and pan the camera around over there. Chris, thoughts on the first half?
Well, Brownsburg's shooting percentage must be, I would guess 20%, somewhere around there, maybe as high as 30, but I doubt even that. So defense intensity was there. Early three-pointers by the Noblesville Millers put them up top, got them out to an early lead. I think this third quarter and the first part of this second half is going to be important for the Brownsburg Bulldogs to establish themselves, get some offense going, and see how the rest of this goes. But the start here, third quarter, is going to be important to get back in this game.
Yeah, again, 29-12 is our score. Bulldogs down by 17. I want to take a moment to again thank our corporate sponsor, the Hendricks County Flyer. FlyerGroup.com is the website. They're the reason we're able to bring you these video broadcasts. So thanks to Dave and Harold and the entire crew over there, FlyerGroup.com, and their sponsor, Hendricks Regional Health. Also want to thank our friends at Hoosier Pizza, located right there in the corner of Northfield Drive and 136 in the Marathon Gas Shopping Center right there in beautiful Brownsburg. All month long, order the 16-inch pizza, you get a free sub with that. And Jeff reminds us the official Bulldog pizza is pulled pork, barbecue, banana peppers, and cheese. The official Bulldog pizza.
You know, if the fans get a chance to, that Tuesday night, 6 p.m., Ron Norred Coach's Show, that was interesting. You do a good job on the interview, Rob, and he definitely shared, his background, his thoughts on how he likes to approach this game of high school basketball. Very interesting. 6 o'clock, Hoosier Pizza and Subs on Tuesday night.
Yeah, and we will invite everybody to come out. I think we're going to try to do this next one live. As a large stuffed bear was just hurled into the student section, that caught my attention there.
That's something new, Rob.
Yeah, I've not seen him do that. Tuesday, 6 p.m., Ronald Norhead Show. And invite everybody to certainly come on out and be a part of that. Bulldogs in white, purple letters and numbers. They're the home team on the scoreboard, unfortunately for them, the low side of the score. Millers, the visitors in black, gold letters and numbers. And again, the Bulldogs will look to right the ship here in the second half, down by 17 points. And if you are tuning in, Chris, we got started early. That JV game went by lickety-split, and I think we started about 7:20 tonight.
Right, that's good. Do you know the final result of that, JV?
The visitors, Noblesville, was victorious.
Our man Marcus made his way down to the scorers table there, trying to get a few stats and maybe check that scoring percentage. So.
Well, Marcus is anywhere and everywhere. And it'll be Miller ball to begin the second half.
Brownsburg starting in a zone defense here. Drive to the hoop by the Millers, foul. Brownsburg. Looks like number 42, Kyle Thompson, on the block.
And as you said, quickly back to the free throw line for the Millers. And the first shot is up and good. Nothing but net from 23, Darius Duncan. Duncan really a silent figure there in the first half of action.
It's his first point of the ball game, Rob.
Second shot no good. Lucas grabs the rebound. And it's now an 18-point lead for the visitors. Lucas across the timeline, takes it all the way to the right side. Takes the high screen, center of the floor. Houston with it. Into Thompson. Thompson backing down. Left-handed hook shot, no good. Loose ball tipped up. And Duncan comes out of there with it for the Millers. Here comes Noblesville all the way to the hole. Shot up and no good. Tipped up. Houston comes out of there with it. And here comes Lucas. Lucas, jumper, elbow, in and out, and back in. Good break for the Bulldogs, and that'll make it 30-14.
Good stop and pop there by Trevor Lucas off the fast break. Quite a coaching contrast here tonight, Rob. Of course, Coach Norred in his first year. The Millers, I have it here.
Dave McCullough.
Yes, a longtime veteran.
To the hole, up and in, 2 ball for Duncan. Yeah, Dave McCullough's been around a long time. He was a wily veteran when I used to broadcast for the Millers almost 10 years ago now. when we had an internet radio station up in beautiful Noblesville, as Walton goes to the hole up and in for two. And David been around a long time then, and he is still there.
His 19th year at Noblesville, 30th overall in high school basketball.
So 32-16 now. Bulldogs being doubled up by the Millers early on here in the third quarter. Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley. Shot is up. It's no good. Walton off his hands out of bounds. And we also want to thank our friend Marcus Spreadwell, who stopped by earlier to do the second quarter with us. Around the horn it comes, left side. Now center of the floor. Duncan with it. Threw it away. Walton ends up with it. Here comes Walton, coasting to the hole. Got it with the right hand. And the aforementioned Dave McCullough going to burn a quick 30-second timeout. And while he does, we'll take a moment to thank our friend Pete Fay. Now it will be a full timeout, which is good because it'll give me a chance to scroll up to be able to thank our friend Pete Fay. Nothing makes you think of the future like holding it in your arms. The wonder of being a new parent includes planning for your child's future, and now's the time to start looking to someone who's been there from the start. State Farm agent Pete Fay in Brownsburg can ensure your life insurance will keep pace with your family's growing financial needs. So for more information on life insurance, visit State Farm agent Pete Fay at 431 East Northfield, Suite 100 in Brownsburg. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You know, I've been reading Pete Fay ads for 10 years of Brownsburg athletic broadcast. We love Pete. He's a great guy. Drives the red bug.
Oh, yeah.
That's his trademark. And he's been very supportive over the years, dating back to the 1019 days of Brownsburg High School athletic broadcasts on local radio. So thanks to Pete. Certainly appreciate that. Also thanks to Shane Ray back in the XRB radio studios. Certainly appreciate everything Shane does for us. Good job, Shane. Inside to the big guy, Philpott. That was a nicely drawn play by Dave McCullough. Quick two. And I want to thank our friends at IndianaTalks.com. Gary Schneider, the crew over there, who is also simulcasting our game tonight. And a new little partnership we've come up with. So thanks to Gary. IndianaTalks.com is the website. Steal there. Head to the Millers, and an easy two. Laid up and in for Noblesville by Jake Mills, so that brief 5-0 run for the Bulldogs has been erased.
You know, and Philpott made that steal on defense. He's had a good night here. He's also added 11 points for the Millers.
Thompson, spin move, left hand, layup, no good. He'll draw the foul, and we'll shoot two.
Good move to the hoop there. Just couldn't get the ball to fall there.
4:55, let's play the third quarter. 36-18 our score. Bulldogs trailing the Millers. Shot is up and good.
I have that as Kyle Thompson's first point tonight here with 4:55 left, third quarter.
Well, Shane says he appreciates us too, so it's a good that everyone appreciates each other.
I appreciate Shane.
You know, Shane and I actually had to talk about that this morning, how we'd both be in a sewer somewhere if it weren't for each other. So it's really worked out nice for everyone. 36-20 the score. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley. Inside to Goodman. Goodman has the ball knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by Brownsburg.
I'd like to know Teresa's thoughts on that, Rob.
Well, and you know, thankfully, Teresa is never afraid to give her thoughts.
Exactly.
Pass inside, knocked away. Thompson with the steal. Lucas with it, dribbles to the center of the floor. Thought about a three, pass on to Thompson. We'll try a three. That's short. Ball knocked. Philpott with the save. Now Lucas, Houston rather, will be called for the hold. I don't think they want Thompson shooting NBA threes.
You know, he has been active, though, like we said, on both ends of the floor. He was wide open, and, boy, he just pulled up there from three-point range. Missed it a little bit short there, no doubt. Miller's 10 bounds. 4:14 left, third quarter.
Yeah, as a shooter says in Hoosiers, 3-2-1, let her fly. Goodman stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and that'll be a turnover in favor of the Bulldogs. 4:02 left to play in the third.
Rob, do you remember the old days of 2 referees in basketball, 3 here in high school basketball?
You know, it was funny you comment on that because I was just thinking when I was sitting here with Marcus doing the second quarter how 3 referees almost seems like it's too many.
Well, it just brought it to my mind there that a referee was in position there for the call on the baseline. He was right on it. So I know we usually always have a referee on the baseline, but helped out there. Just wanted to get your thoughts on 3 referees versus 2, Rob.
Well, as Walton is fouled, he'll go to the foul line and shoot too. You know, I guess it's good to have an extra set of eyes in there. Just seems like a lot of white and black on the basketball court by comparison. But I'm sure the referees union at some point said we're tired of getting screamed at. We need an extra guy. Second shot is good. 36-22 the score. And give the Bulldogs some credit here. They are hanging around. They were down 9 early, now down 14. So really playing it close ever since that good start for Noblesville. Philpott to the hole, hoop in the harm, and of course, as soon as I say that, a chance for a 3-point play for the Millers.
The senior Sam Philpott has been a force inside.
I'll take the blame for that one.
Philpott with 13 points here so far tonight. Makes it 14 with the converted free throw.
Yeah, shot is up and good, as you said. Don't forget, if you're a Indiana high school basketball fan, Hendricks County basketball fan, we got 2 other county games going on tonight. Avon hosting Zionsville and Plainfield at Decatur Central. I will have the Plainfield Cascade game tomorrow night. 3 ball from Lucas is good. So you can tune into Audio Sports Online and check out that ball game.
Trevor Lucas, his first 3 tonight. Good one out there on the right.
39-25 now the score. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Inside, now up top. Goodman to Mills. Inside. Reverse shot by Philpott is no good. Harney with the rebound to Lucas. Lucas hard to the hole. And a charging foul is called on Lucas. I think that's the second charge of the ball game against Lucas.
And he did not like that call. I don't think Coach Ron Norhead did either, making his displeasure with the referee known. .250 left third quarter here. 39-25, Noblesville still leading.
Around the horn it comes. Center of the floor. Now all the way right side. 3 balls up. It's no good. Rebound skied out of there. And Walton is fouled as he pulled the basketball down. 2:35 left to play in the third quarter. You know, Chris, Bulldogs down 14. You really feel like, though, one run and they're right back in the ball game.
Yeah, certainly. And again, they are trying to get out and run when they get a rebound and get going. But need to keep this going here and try and get a little closer. But, yes, definitely within reach. Noblesville goes to, well, they're still in a man-to-man defense here.
Walton with the ball, left side. Takes the high screen from Thompson. Thompson to Walton to Lucas. Lucas dribbles into the corner. Jumper up, in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Duncan for the Millers. Center of the floor, now left side. Mills with it. Now to Goodman. Goodman trapped by Thompson. Ball comes to the big guy, wide open, and a little power dribble from number 40 for Noblesville. And that was a Tritipo, and he put it up and in for 2. Walton with it, hard to the hole, floating jumper, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Noblesville. 41-25 score. Nearly a steal by Lucas. Ball sails out of bounds. Last touched by Brownsburg. So the ball will belong to Noblesville with 1:22 to play in the third.
Good active hands, good defense there by Lucas to knock that ball out of bounds. I don't sense any sign of quit here in the Bulldogs. Still playing hard, working hard on defense. Just again, the shooting percentage way down for Brownsburg.
Yeah, one of the things we talked about at halftime, Chris, as we discussed off mic, was Brownsburg just really lacking that go-to scorer that you can turn to in a scoring drought, and unfortunately, they've had a couple of those here tonight. Around the horn it comes. Open three ball, air ball, rebound put up, no good. Harney grabs the rebound, and that was a bit of a miscue shot from. Is that number 10, I think, the shot? That was at Mills?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And Mills has been a sharpshooter most of the night. Thompson grabs the rebound. Shot blocked, and a foul is going to be called on the Millers. So Thompson will go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul on Tyler Scott there, and a great rebound by Thompson. Powered back up, fouled.
Hey, when plumbing problems arise, you want a plumbing company with an impressive truck or fancy jingles? Of course not. You want your problem solved quickly and at an affordable price. At Westside Plumbing, we understand you want a plumber who is honest, respectful, and knows how to fix the problem. Westside Plumbing provides fast professional plumbing service 7 days a week. When you invite Westside Plumbing into your home, be assured they'll be knowledgeable, timely, and will give your home the respect it deserves. Honesty, integrity, and respect, that's what you get when you call Westside Plumbing, 445-8399, 445-8399, serving Brownsburg and all of Hendricks County, 445-8399. Thompson gets one of 2 free throws. Walton grabs the rebound on the second, so Brownsburg ends up with the ball. And Brownsburg will try to chip into this 15-point Noblesville advantage. Walton to the hole. Fadeaway jumper, no. Thompson rebound, spin move. Wide open, left-handed layup, gets past the defender. Nice job there by Thompson, and he's able to put it up and in for 2.
Thompson very active on those offensive boards now. Another rebound and a putback for a good score, Brownsburg.
15 seconds to play, 13-point advantage for the Millers. Noblesville with the ball high in the wing. Corey with it. To Mills. Mills pass into Duncan. Shot partially blocked. And a foul is called. Did he get it before the buzzer? That'll be the question. It appears to be a yes. And I believe that means Duncan's going to go to the free throw line and shoot 2 free throws. No, apparently they're going to say that foul was on the floor. So a break for the Bulldogs there, as that will not give away the free throws as the quarter comes to an end. Hey, the winter of 2013 could mean a new beginning for your outdated jewelry. Diamonds are forever, but styles change and mountings wear away. Let the professionals at Nelson Jewelers in Brownsburg help you update your precious heirloom jewelry with a fresh and unique design. You can feel confident that your gems will receive the utmost care in their in-house repair shop. Visit Nelson Jewelers, where you'll find quality jewelry and excellent service. Nelson Jewelers since 1958. A little out of the way, very much out of the ordinary. Bit of a break for the Bulldogs, Chris.
Yes, they did outscore the Millers in that third quarter, 16-12. So came out with some good fight there after good halftime adjustments by Coach Norad. Hopefully that margin that Noblesville got up in that first half isn't too much to overcome here over the course of this ball game, but we'll see as we head into the fourth quarter. Brownsburg band doing a fine job tonight there, Rob.
Yeah, and we're right over the band. So next year we may ask to be moved.
Not a bad idea.
Well, they set the internet port up over here, and I've,
Sure.
of course, just been derelict in my duties to ask for a new spot, not right over the band.
You're rarely derelict in your duties, Rob.
Well, thanks, Chris. I appreciate you. I appreciate you having my back on that. But yeah, we love the band. They're just right over us, which occasionally makes it slightly hard to hear each other while we're broadcasting.
Just curious, have you received any word about Brownsburg Town Council President Dwayne Sawyer listening in tonight?
I know he's in California.
Oh.
And I don't know where he's at right now. And shot from Pope, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by the Millers. And now nearly a steal. But a foul called on the Bulldogs. That'll be the 6th team foul.
Foul on Ian Good, his first. Noblesville will inbounds under the basket here, leading 41-28 at the start of the fourth quarter. Three-pointer up.
No good. Rebound skied for and tracked down, and another foul is going to be called on. No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, so the Bulldogs will get the ball back.
No foul.
Good break for Brownsburg. Brownsburg with the 16 fouls, so free throws the rest of the way. But again, Chris, as we talked about, only down 13 points, a little run, 6-7-0 run for the Bulldogs, and they're right back in the ball game. So Pope going to go all the way to the hole, off the glass, and in for two over Philpott.
And that was a good spread of the floor down there by Brownsburg. They really had everybody out past the three-point line, left a lane open for Pope to drive, and he got the two.
Ball inside, and a wide-open Mills able to lay it up and in, and he can't give away those easy baskets. Being down by this many points, 43-30 now.
Defense fell asleep on that possession. Again, the spread offense for Brownsburg.
Yeah, as you said, Chris, they came out high. Oh, pass to Lucas, and he missed
a layup. Got open on that drive after the spread offense created that opening along the baseline for Lucas.
He missed the layup. My headset came off. I leaned back there as he missed the layup, but apparently my headset was not properly constrained. But it is now.
You've not often been constrained either.
Well, that's true. That's absolutely
there are many
correct.
People who attend town council meetings who would say that.
But I that's the first time that's I think ever happened to me. But I lost my headset.
Okay, and they did call a foul too on Ian Good on that possession. Noblesville will be at the line.
And it will be number 45 for the Millers, Tyler Scott, the big guy. He's a pretty bruising force to have come off your bench, Chris.
Certainly. Powerful, too. Likes to play down low, very active around the glass.
Shot is up and good. One more on the way. Second shot, no good. Walton runs in there, grabs the ball. Pope to the foul line. Now dribbles back out up top. 14-point lead for the visitors. 6:30 to play. Pope nearly a steal. Comes back to Walton. Walton to the hole and got the layup to go for two. And Ronald Norad going to spend a quick timeout. 6:24 to play. 44-32 is the score. And we remind you that a new Ivy Tech Community College campus is located just off I-74 in Crawfordsville and is open for the spring 2013 semester. The new campus will feature science labs and computer classrooms. You can earn an associate's degree in business administration and continue your studies online and earn a bachelor's degree through an arrangement with the Western Governors University. Viewing the first students on a brand new Ivy Tech campus, call 888 Ivy Line. Go to ivytech.edu. Ivy Tech is changing lives.
KJ Walton with a good basket there, very active, got in there, and I have him for 13 points, Rob, so good night so far for him. 6:24 left.
Yeah, as you said, Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley coming to you live tonight from Brownsburg High School. 44-32 our score. I want to thank our corporate video sponsor, the Hendricks County Flyer, FlyerGroup.com, and our billboard sponsor, Hoosier Pizza, host of the Ronald Norad Show. Goodman around the horn to Philpott.
Brownsburg student section active with a chant there.
Yeah, they've remained in the ball game, as you said, Chris, which is very nice. Sometimes a little hard to do, despite the advantage. Backdoor pass to Duncan. Duncan underneath the basket, blocked away by Thompson. Unfortunately for Brownsburg, it'll sail out of bounds. It'll belong to the Millers.
Big time block there for Kyle Thompson as he swatted that one away.
44-32 our score. And again, keep in mind, a couple minutes into the ball game, it was 9-0 in favor of Noblesville. So Brownsburg basically playing them even since then. But that strong start for the Millers really put Brownsburg behind the 8 ball, and they've tried to come back in this one. Duncan into Philpott and an easy basket for two.
$14 points I have for Philpott right now.
Walton in the corner. to good. Shot blocked, gets it back, takes it to the hole, and a foul is called. He'll shoot 2. Anytime you can get a chance to get buckets with the ball stop, that's a good thing for or with the clock stop, I should say. It's a good thing for Brownsburg.
Good drive by Ian Good there, recovering his shot after the block, going to the hole, drew the foul.
5:21 left to play in the ball game. Rob Kendall along with Chris Worley. First free throw up and good. Want to also thank our friends at, of course, XRB Radio, 1610 a.m. for simulcasting our broadcast tonight. And IndianaTalks.com, Gary Snyder. And the fine folks over there. Second shot up, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down. And Noblesville now will begin possession, up by 13. Pass inside to Duncan, reverse layup, no good. Rebound Philpott, and shot no good, and he will go to the foul line and shoot 2.
Foul committed on by Ian Good, the senior from Brownsburg. His 3rd foul. Well, I don't know, Rob. Down to 5:05 here. Running out of time a little bit. A few 3-pointers wouldn't hurt from the Brownsburg Bulldogs.
Yeah, first free throw up and good. And as you said, that's one place. I think Lucas has hit one. Maybe a couple others we're not remembering. But
I only have the one 3-pointer from Lucas is it.
Second shot up and good. 48-33 the score. 5 minutes to play in the ballgame. 15-point lead now for Noblesville. Walton with it, dribbles to the right side, flips it off to Lucas. Lucas guarded closely on the right wing. Around the horn it comes. Walton a 3, no good. Oh, stripped away by Pope. Pope to the hole, couldn't get it to go, and he will shoot 2. Pope, one of those guys that's always around the basketball.
High energy player.
Yep.
Needs to knock these down here, Rob. Do you see Brownsburg play often a press defense? It wouldn't be bad to press after a made bucket here.
First free throw, no good. Yeah, that's what you mentioned, Chris. We don't see a whole lot of that. Hard when you got good guard play like Noblesville does, and also that size advantage you can throw over the press. What's that old saying? You can't teach height.
There we go.
Shot is up. It is good, and the lead is 14, 48-34. 4:40 to play in the ball game.
Harney will press his man there in the backcourt a little bit.
I'm just hoping next year, Chris, someone nominates me for Indiana Sportscaster of the Year.
Well, you got it. Don Fisher is about your only competition.
Well, I think Fisher may have won it again this year. I mean, I've been at this for 10 years now, and I'm just saying.
You deserve a few votes.
Well, I'm going to leave it up to the voting public, but I'd like to get nominated.
What about Howard Kellerman with the Indians?
Well,
been there for 56 years or so.
You know, I used to work with Howard. That was really my start, was as the producer for the Indians. So I've been everywhere and seen all those guys work. I'm just saying, I'd like a vote. 49-34 the score. 4:15 left to play. Fourth quarter. Second free throw up and good. Duncan, nice form. And the Bulldogs are down by 16. Walton with it. Dribbles in the lane. Left-handed layup is good. KJ Walton for 2. And it's 50-36.
15 points for KJ Walton.
Nearly a steal. Lucas did end up with the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Noblesville. Good hustle by the Bulldogs. And Lucas able to force the turnover with 3:56 to go.
Jake Mills for Noblesville checked back into the ball game. Along with number 11, Tyler Houston will replace Marcus Pope. Jeremy Lynn, big head over there. I saw Jeremy play a few weeks ago there. Houston at Pacers.
Yep, that's right. You got to see the Pacers defeat the Rockets.
Yes.
With the lovely and vivacious Mrs. Worley.
Yes.
Now, is she also, as Thompson able to put it up and in for 2, is she also a big sports fan?
Oh, yes, and loves the Pacers. Big-time Pacer fan. She will be watching tomorrow night as the Pacers travel to play Gordon Hayward and Utah on the road.
That's right. And got a chance to talk with Gordon's dad before the game, as we said. Now there's a steal. Oh, nearly a steal. And unfortunately for Brownsburg, the big guy, Tritipo, was 2 heads taller than the 2 guys that were trying to steal the ball. 30-second timeout here, and as we do, let's thank one of our fine sponsors, IU Health. And I'm going to do my best here to, well, we're going to wait to do that because I made a mistake with the computer. But IU Health is one of our sponsors. First mistake I made all evening. I thought I was going to get through without making any mistakes, Chris.
(50-38), 3:20 left after this timeout, Rob. The time is now to make that run. They're down to 12 points, still battling, still trying. One more note about Gordon Hayward. I've asked Mr. Phil Parnan, director of Brownsburg Parks and Rec, if he could sometime be the grand marshal of one of our parades, maybe a Christmas parade. But Phil said he likes to have a child, a kid do that, and that's always good when they flip the switch and everything. But
well, I told Gordon's dad, I said, Gordon really needs to make a large donation to the town so we can build a statue for him.
Yes.
Name a road after him.
There you go.
He said he'd take it under advisement. Into the big guy, Tritipo, shot up and in. And Brownsburg, second time that's happened where they've come out, really tried to high press or a high trap, and it's left somebody open underneath the basket. Thompson to Walton, and Walton got it to go for 2. So the Bulldogs trading baskets. Time running short, though, with 2:50 left to play the ballgame. 52-40 the score. Brownsburg in need of a steal as the Millers will look to run some clock. Again, wide open, and again, Tritipo, the beneficiary of the Bulldog trap and press, able to lay it in for 2, 54-40.
Tritipo with 6 big points here tonight. It looks like the old coach, Dave McCullough there, is excellent at calling a set play and a good pattern to enable Noblesville to score after a timeout. That's when a coach does a lot of good work.
Walton couldn't get it to go, and now the Millers with the ball are in full control here. Time winding down in this one. Philpott up and in for 2. And the Bulldogs look like their house of cards may have folded with that as it's 56-40. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Duncan. And Brownsburg suddenly looking very tired. Harney nearly a steal. Duncan with it, sails it across court. Reball on the way is up, and a foul. And Mills will go to the line and shoot 3. And now we will have the opportunity to thank our friends at IU Health. Would you recognize the warning signs of a heart attack when it mattered most? Don't ignore the signs. Listen to your heart. 88% of cardiac arrests occur at home, which means your ability to recognize the signs and symptoms are most likely to save someone you love. Know what to do at Indiana University Health West Hospital. Our highly skilled experts can help. Throughout the month of February, our teams are teaching basic hands-only CPR techniques recommended by the American Heart Association and helping you keep tabs on your own heart health with free blood pressure screenings. Visit us online to learn more at iuhealth.org/west/heart.
Trevor Lucas, a bad foul there on a 3-point attempt. That's Trevor's 4th foul, and he does have 5 points tonight, but not a good foul there. Yes, it does stop the clock, but gives them 3 chances at the line. Fortunately for Brownsburg, Jake Mills has missed the first 2. His 3rd free throw coming up.
Yeah, the guy's been lights out from 3, but struggling for the free throw line, so go figure. Gets 1 of 3. Hey, as we wind down our broadcast tonight, one final time, want to thank our friends at the Hendricks County Flyer. FlyerGroup.com is the website. Don't forget you got your Wednesday and Saturday papers, so we got a paper coming up here real soon. You can check them out at FlyerGroup.com. Also want to thank Hoosier Pizza, the host of the Ronald Norridge Show, located at the corner of Northfield Drive and 136. As Walton into the lane, got fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Located at the corner of Northfield Drive and 136 in beautiful Brownsburg, right there in the Marathon Gas Station Shopping Center. Host of the Ronald Norridge Show will be back there on Tuesday, so come on by all month long at Hoosier Pizza. which the month now running short. Free sub with a 16-inch pizza purchase. Shot is up and good. One more for Walton.
I think Flyer reporter Bart Doan does a great job of covering all events in Brownsburg.
We love Bart. Bart, a Brownsburg resident, as you said, stationed to cover all Brownsburg events.
Noblesville inbounding the ball, 1:20 left here, fourth quarter. They have a 57-42 lead.
Now there's a steal by Harney, foot race to the basket. Harney with the left hand up and in for two, so with 1:05 to play. Ronald Norred will spend a timeout.
Ronnie's never going to give up, Rob.
Full timeout called. Okay, so we should inform the public when we'll be back. And I'll do that right now. We will be back on the air February 2nd. This is a Saturday, I think. Yeah, next Saturday at home against Crawfordsville. And then we will be at home on the 7th, and we'll be at Plainfield on the 12th. So lots of Bulldog basketball. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 broadcast in February.
Brownsburg didn't have a lot of home games here in the first half of the season, but now they've got a good schedule coming up. Get out here and see these young Bulldogs with Coach Ron Norred. Butler claim to fame, basketball claim to fame for him, and he employs a lot of the Butler offense and defense in his design of style here for Brownsburg Bulldogs, but looks like they're going to come up short here against Noblesville tonight, but no reason for community not to support this team. $5 to get in for a high school basketball game.
That's all it is.
Rob.
Cheap.
That's great.
Cheap. Minute left to play the ball game. There's a steal by the Bulldogs. Walton is fouled. And Chris, as always, I want to thank you for coming out, spending the evening with us. Always more enjoyable to have a friend call the game with you.
Thank you, Rob. Pleasure to be here.
I want to thank Marcus Spreadwell as well for tuning in tonight. I want to thank all of our folks who are being heard, IndianaTalks.com. I want to thank the Andrews County Flyer, and of course, Shane Ray, XRB Radio, 1610 AM, and AudioSportsOnline.com.
You have a game tomorrow, Rob? Where are you going to be at?
I'll be at Plainfield. Cascade and Plainfield will do battle. Love our friends over there at Plainfield High School. Both free throws good, so it's 57-46. And Duncan is quickly fouled. They're in the double bonus.
Great night for Kenny Walton with 21 points. Almost half the Bulldog points here this evening.
Yeah, you're right. And we'll see here in the final minute.
Free throw up and good there. Justin Pegas. Sorry about that name, but checked in for Noblesville. He has his first point of the night on a free throw here. Second one is missed. KJ Walton the rebound.
And there's a three. Good by the Bulldogs. Timeout, Brownsburg.
Just their second three-pointer of the night.
58-49 the score. 47.4 seconds left to play. And Chris should point out, 58-49, that means it's a 9-point lead, which means we have played an even ball game since that 9-0 start.
Exactly.
So silver lining perhaps for the Bulldogs that they have been able to even this, play this thing even ever since we began. Of course, unfortunately, all the points count throughout the course of the game.
And Coach Norad using all the time available on the clock here, getting timeouts after made buckets. He is still working that sideline, working to cut into that margin. You also use these as teaching moments of how to conduct yourself in a ball game at the end of the game, to use the clock efficiently, play defense, get a score when you can for any close games in the future. But good comeback here. Got it under double digits. 47 seconds left. Noblesville to inbound underneath their own basket. Brownsburg definitely pressing now with all 5 men available.
Ooh, and nearly a jump ball there. They will end up calling a foul on the Bulldogs.
So, Rob, I just want to make sure Audio Sports Online, XRB, will be doing Brownsburg baseball again this year?
I believe so. Still got to get all the stuff finalized, but we've begun the process of making sure that I can, at some point in the next couple weeks, say yes.
Philpott converts that first free throw. Makes them both and gets the Noblesville lead back to 11 points.
Yeah, you said, Chris, now an 11-point lead, 45 seconds to go in the ball game.
3-point attempt by Walton goes off the rim, no good, but Millers mishandled the rebound, and Brownsburg have the ball again underneath their own basket.
Lob in deep to Lucas. Lucas to the hole. Acrobatic layup, no good. Rebound to Philpott. Gets it across court to Goodman, and there's the foul with 28 seconds to play. And it's a 60-49 ball game. 2 free throws coming up for Goodman.
Wonder what's going on over at Avon with that Zionsville game.
You know, 2 pretty evenly matched teams going on with that over there. Of course,
you have a crew at that game?
We do. What? We are there. The our Zionsville guys, Aaron and his buddy, whose name escapes me. Thompson a 3, short, rebound, Goodman. Dribbles it out, and we'll see if the Bulldogs foul. Looks like they may just let this one go. Pass comes ahead to Philpott. Saves it. Tracked down by the Millers. No foul by the Bulldogs. 10 seconds. Oh, nearly a steal. Loose ball. Hot potato. Picked up by Harney. Harney, spin move. Goes to the lane. Blocked by Philpott. And that'll do it for tonight's ball game. Exciting play to end it. Didn't matter. 62-49. The Bulldogs fall to the Millers. Chris, final thoughts.
Well, tough game here for Brownsburg tonight. Good effort on defense, but couldn't shoot well enough, and also Noblesville executed when they had to.
All right, that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, special thanks to Chris, as well as Marcus Redwell for helping out tonight. Thanks to Shane back in the XRB radio studios. And we will see you February 2nd, next Saturday night, as the Bulldogs play host to Crawfordsville. Again, the Bulldogs fall 62-49 for the aforementioned people and everyone else. I'm Rob Kendall. Then have yourself a great night. So long, everybody.